Football Nation all across America. How you doing? It's Nicholas from NGB Talk coming at you with a very new to me kind of thing. It's a live broadcast. My friend Mark from Titan Upload has introduced me to going live and talking to you guys via live instantaneous communication means. Enough about all that sort of stuff. We got Titans versus Jaguars Thursday night football. It's happening. It's the only that we know of as of right now. It's the only primetime game the Titans are going to get this year. Doesn't make a lot of sense at all. I'm bitter, but everyone ought to be bitter. So we'll move on from that. I'm excited about the game. You should be too. We should be excited about football. No matter what civil war, what storylines may have taken over Twitter, online, Facebook, YouTube, whatever, over the past couple of days. The good thing is that as frustrating as a game as we had last Sunday against the Colts, the Titans have a chance to rewrite the narrative and put themselves back into good position in the AFC South with a win over the Jacksonville Jaguars. So, are you excited about the game? You should be. Absolutely. By the way, I'm going to be taking this broadcast and turning it into a podcast that you can just listen to if you want to. You can check that out on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. You can just search NGB Talk to find that. And one more little promotion I'll do is that my good friend from Titan Upload, Mark, he will be going live after the game as he always does. Don't know if I'll be able to join him because I have some plans to watch the game with some friends. So we'll see if I'm able to join him. But if you are, he'll be doing that 30 minutes after the game. So, Titans, Jaguars. Who's not excited to see the Titans take on the Jaguars? Because over the past 2 years, we've had their number. There have been a few close games, but last season, boy, the ending game in Nashville was the one with Derrick Henry's 99-yard touchdown run, which he doesn't want to hear about. So don't talk to him about it anymore. And then, we got this game to look forward to. It seemed like it was going to be a good matchup. It was going to be Mariota and the Titans defense, Derrick Henry versus Nick Foles and whatever they're going to create over there in Jacksonville. It's going to come together to be a great game. Now, we have Nick Foles gone for a while with the collarbone injury, and we have Gardner Minshew, rookie QB, who is as exciting as rookie QBs can be. Lots of speculation about whether or not this guy's going to be great. Obviously looked decent enough against the Texans in moments of the game, extending the plays, making plays with his legs. And obviously the other thing in Jacksonville would be the Jalen Ramsey trade speculation. So not exactly as exciting as maybe Mariota v. Tannehill, two dominant defenses going against one another game. However, we still got some cool storylines. So here are a couple things that I need to talk about. Number one, why the offense will win the game. Number one is going to be protecting Mariota. This is number one. This is how the offense is going to win the game. They're going to try and make sure that there's plenty of dudes surrounding Mariota around the line of scrimmage and plenty of ways in which the offensive line is going to provide protection. And a part of that also is going to be Mariota protecting himself. He has a lot of agency in the effort towards protecting himself. So hopefully we see him throwing a few more balls away, not spending as much time in the pocket. And honestly, Mariota, man, get outside the pocket. You got legs for a reason. There's been a lot of pressure, I think, that he's put on himself to, establish himself as a pocket quarterback. But honestly, seeing this guy get out of the pocket is going to be huge. That's the kinds of things that I'm going to be looking forward to for this game. How does Marcus Mariota make the adjustments that is necessary to keep him from having another 4-sack game, and one where, each sack is around 10 yards lost. So that's 40 yards that the offense has to make up for. So that's going to be number one. Number two, getting the ball to Derrick Henry, Delaney Walker, and Corey Davis. Derrick, Davis, and Delaney. That's a triple D for getting the TD for tonight's game. So I think obviously a lot of people thought Derrick Henry was not given the ball enough. However, he was actually given, I mean, to the coaches to the coach's point, if we had had longer sustained drives, we would have seen Derrick Henry get the ball more. The problem was, our drives stalled out so many times against the Colts. You would have seen Derrick Henry go for 100 plus yards, 20 plus carries of the ball if we could have just had that kind of offensive day. We didn't. So getting the ball to Derrick Henry is going to be huge. Delanie Walker, obviously, looks fantastic, looks as good as he's ever been at age 35 in his 14th or 15th season, can't remember. And then Corey Davis, there were a couple moments in the game on Sunday against the Colts where Corey was open, ready to make the play. And that's another issue that a lot of people are having with Mariota right now, is that he's not finding the open receiver. And honestly, I'm going in this game thinking Corey Davis had the outstanding camp. Corey Davis made some great plays on Sunday against the Colts. Let's just get the ball going his direction. Let's not waste another game of not giving the ball to Corey Davis, because the guy is showing the ability to get open, and hopefully the staff has been able to see that, coaching staff has been able to see that, and Mariota's been able to see that on tape. Oh, Corey is actually getting open. Corey is going to be able to be a great offensive weapon if this offense can get him the ball. So that's the way in which the offense beats the Jacksonville Jaguars defense. Number one, I think for the defense to win, we got to throw the kitchen sink at Gardner Minshew. It's going to be his second ever start, his third ever game in the NFL. So there's not a lot of stuff that he's seen. And obviously we have a defense that has a number of different looks. And obviously we made things very difficult for Baker Mayfield. As many people as want to say that Jacoby Brissett had a great game, the guy only threw for 100 yards and some change, or maybe it was just below 200. Jacoby Brissett did not have his way with the Titans defense. He was not lights out against the Titans defense. He was able to dink and dunk a little bit, get the ball here, get the ball there. He was able to extend plays and get around the pressure that was coming. That's how Jacoby Brissett found success against the Titans defense. But as far as being able to throw the ball, our defense is still dominant. Any trio of pass catchers, any quarterback, any receivers in this league, they're going to have a tough time against this Titans defense, especially the secondary. So I think Minshew is going to see a lot of things he's not seen before, and he's going to be very much confused, the same way we saw Baker Mayfield confused many times against the Titans defense in Week 1. Boy, those were the good old days. Week 1 against the Browns. Can we bring that back, please? No, we got to go forward towards the Super Bowl. That's where we're headed, folks. If you don't believe that, then you can find another team. Titans are heading to the Super Bowl, folks. And this is what you need to do with all your hot takes, all your Mariota's trash talk. I'll put the Ryan Tannehill in talk, whatever. That's fine if you want to think that. However, before we start jumping off the cliff and before we completely and totally overreact, it's Week 2. Week 3 is about to start. There are lots of games we played. I'd rather the Titans be making mistakes and learning from them now, rather than in Week 17 against in a win and we're in situation kind of game. I'm fully convinced the Titans are going to the Super Bowl, and every speed bump along the way helps them get better to that point in time. So no doom and gloom up in here. Yes, I'm the glass half full kind of fan. That's the way I run. That's the way I'm wired. Get over it. Throw the kitchen sink at Minshew is what I was actually talking about. So I think Minshew's going to see a lot of things. Actually, someone asked Dean Pease in a conference this week. So you got this rookie quarterback. You're gonna throw the whole kitchen sink. What are you gonna do? You're gonna design a lot of plays to confuse him, bring a lot of pressure. What are you gonna do there, Dean? And Dean basically had to say, I'm not gonna tell you what my plans are, and kind of saying, yes, we're gonna throw the kitchen sink at this guy. He's gonna not know what hit him. What's number 2 for the defense? I think, and I've already talked about this a little bit, don't let Minshew extend plays with his legs. He led the Jacksonville Jaguars offense in rushing last week. Not that many yards. It was about 50 or something like that. but the guy was able to extend plays with his legs. The guy was able to catch a couple first downs, and on their, on the fourth quarter drive that, put them up to 12, Minshew was able to make a big play, or a couple big plays with his legs. So I think that whatever our linebackers can do to make sure that Minshew is kept in check, that's going to be huge. Jayon Brown and Rashaan Evans are going to have to be there and be ready to get him. Hold on, I got some comments coming in right here. Oh, what's going on, everybody? I didn't even realize that I had anyone that would know that this was happening. Let's see. We got one guy right here. Let's see what he has to say. This was posted a little while ago. Dude, we have to get out the field on third downs. Our offense has to start consistently clicking if we're going anywhere. I have to agree, man. We have on third down, and honestly, all week watching the coach speak happen for our coaching staff, they had this to say about third downs. Well, it's we got to be better on first and second down to make sure third down's better, and they were really dismissive of the scary third down stat that we're like 3 and 20 on third down. Same guy. I'm kind of afraid of Jags backup QB. I mean, the guy has got some playmaking ability. Obviously, we saw him go 21 for 25 in week 1. And like I was just talking about, our defense has to make sure that he can't run around and scramble. And I'm same right here with you. Grade X axe guy, and I like your dog there too, man. When he scrambles, he eyes aren't downfield. He's looking to run for the first. So yeah, we gotta make sure we contain that. Make sure that we're making sure that the sidelines are covered. And Skidly Bop, I suspect we see Mario's first INT on the season today. That is something interesting to consider here, is that Mariota, as many people have been upset with how he's been playing, the guy has not thrown an interception. I think at one point in time he fumbled the ball in the Colts game, but we were able to recover it. And we're used to seeing, even on good days, Mariota throw at least one interception. It's like, oh man, where was that even going? So, I don't, will Jalen Ramsey be the one to get that interception? What do you think there, Skidly Bop? Let's see what this guy has to say. Mariota is so confusing. I've been one of those apologizing for over the years. Same, I'm a Mariota fanboy. You should check out my video, by the way. I made a 2-part video talking about Marcus Mariota's top 10 moments with the Titans. And, I'm just talking about all the moments in which the guy has looked absolutely clutch and amazing, and he can be there. And gosh, as Titans fans, we just want him to be back there. I've seen games where he's amazing, and I've seen where it looks like he's never seen a football. And where does that come from, honestly? And, we're here confused too. Where does that come from? Is it the injuries? Is it having so many different offensive coordinators to work around? Who knows? But, I believe, as you probably do as well, man, that Mariota has the ability. And hopefully our coaching staff is going to put him in the right position. What's up, Mark from Titan Upload? I gave you a big shout out earlier, checking in on lunch break. Hey, man, hope your lunch is great. What are you having for lunch, by the way? I need to know. I had some pancakes for breakfast. I'm ready to go. It's game time, man. You know what I'm saying? If you are watching this after the live broadcast, what's up? Make sure you check out Titan Upload. Mark's probably going to be going live after the game, as he usually does, and breaking down the Titans win. I'm calling it right now. I believe it's going to be, let me put up a little sum here so you guys can see what I think. I think Titans win 30. 32, I'm going to say, I think 10. 30-10 is what I'm calling it. There we go. Titans win 30-10. There's your graphic. I believe the Titans will get 3 touchdowns and then get a couple field goals to give us to 30. I believe that the Jacksonville Jaguars will be able to get, a few points, a few scoring drives. And this guy, what's it? He's got the wings marinating. What's going in the marinade, man? We got to have a lot of cayenne pepper. I'm hoping. Of course, if you're marinating, maybe you just got a nice little brine, just water, sea salt, a little garlic. I'm calling it right now. Water, sea salt, and garlic. And this guy was thinking 24-10. So, hey, this has been fun so far going live with you guys, and didn't put out anything saying I was going to go live, but giving this a shot. If you're listening to the podcast version of this, we are on YouTube live, and I got folks coming in commenting. We got Titans fans that are pumped about game day for the Titans. It's going to be a really long week and a half if the Titans lose. They won't. It's going to be a really nice week and a half if the Titans win. And we're going to see all the people that were saying, Titans, same old Titans. We're going to see them eat their words, along with Mark from Titan Upload, eating wings from Pizza Hut, man. How do we like Pizza Hut being the new pizza sponsor of the NFL, people? I'm liking it, actually. How'd you get wings from Pizza Hut, man? Did they bring that to work today? Oh my goodness. I gotta go work where you work, man. And then finally we got garlic, paprika, olive oil, dry ranch, and salt and pepper. Man, this is gonna be some good wings. Great Axe guy. Loving it, man. Loving it. I need to go watch the game where you're going. Me and some friends are gonna go out to a fried chicken restaurant and have some of their fried chicken here in the Los Angeles area. People think that fried chicken is absolutely fantastic. So we're going to go enjoy some of that this evening. I got some friends that are not Titans fans that I've invited to go watch the game with me. I got a lot of Raiders fans out here, friends that are Raiders fans out here. I got a lot of, for whatever reason, people from I got an Eagles fan, Cowboys fan. I got NFC East fans out here. And, I got some people that are, oh, yeah, go Rams. Yeah. Chargers are okay. Not a lot of that. Out here in LA, the Los Angeles area, there are tons and tons of Raiders fans. They're crazy about them. The vast majority, which makes sense. Rams have only been here for a couple of years, and then Chargers are the Chargers. So let's see. Let me get back on board here with what we were talking about. Don't let Minshew extend plays with his legs. And I believe that the Titans win 30-10. I think it's going to be very similar to the Browns game. My feeling in my gut going into the Colts game was we could potentially lose this one. My gut feeling going into the Browns game, we're going to dominate this game. I didn't post it on social media anywhere, so I regret that. But now here we go, people. And if I'm wrong, hey, you guys can all come at me. Come at me, okay? At NGB Talk. I'm on Twitter. You can find me there. And one other comment, looks like I want to make sure that this guy gets his proper shout out. This is my dad, folks. There's my dad. That's my son. Hey, Dad. Hope you're doing great. Hope you're doing great out there in Georgia. Oh man, I hear you, bud. This is the worst. Great XX guy says that's the worst. I live in Memphis. My whole family's full of Cowboys and Steelers fans. It's sad. That is sad. Because Tennessee, for the longest time, didn't have a football team. So what are you going to do? You're going to cheer for who was great at the time in which Tennessee did not have a football team? Cowboys and Steelers. Oy, man, it's the worst. And so, and I mean, why would they not, continue to be? Because, those teams have had relative success, especially the Steelers, since then. Anyway, you can check out lots of different places to see all of the Marcus Mariota hate talk or the Civil War talk. I'm not super interested in doing that here. If you want to know how I feel about Marcus Mariota, then you can look up the video that I made, top 10 Marcus Mariota performances as a Tennessee Titan. You'll see that I'm a huge Marcus Mariota fan. And I believe in him. I've seen him do great things. I will say this about it. I said I wouldn't talk about it, but here I am talking about it. My number one thing, when did Marcus Mariota have most success? And I'm putting like 30 seconds on this and then I'm done. When did he have most success? 2016. Who was the coach? Mike Mularkey. Not saying that we need to bring him back by any means. But Yeah, we'll get to all that fun. We'll get to all that stuff here in a second. Here, we got Skidley about rushing yards prediction for Henry tonight. You guys, let me know what you think. Marcus Mariota, 2016 looked great. Mike Mularkey put a lot of dudes on the line of scrimmage, protected Mariota. In fact, a big reason why Ken Wisenhunt was fired. Do you remember this? Number one, couldn't win games. But number two, ownership didn't believe that Wisenhunt was protecting the huge investment and the huge talent that was Marcus Mariota. In his rookie year, he was getting hurt a lot. He was getting sacked a lot, and the scheme was not protecting him. And so the first couple things that Mike Mularkey does as interim head coach is changes the playbook and changes the scheme into a scheme that is going to protect Mariota first and foremost. Extra blockers, extra tight ends, jumbo sets. And obviously we saw that, be carried out through his next 2 years of being the head coach. And Marcus did really great, and he was protected. And, the next year, they barely missed out on the playoffs. And then the year after, they go to the playoffs. And it's no secret, it's no surprise that Marcus is only healthy week 17 and into the postseason. His only time in the postseason was under Mike Mularkey, protected him. So that's why it's one of my two keys for the offense to succeed today is that the protection is there. And obviously Marcus plays a role in that. What do we think about the yards prediction for Henry tonight? Are we rushing yards? Now, what about all-purpose yards? I say we're crazy if we think that he's going to get anything less than 130. We got 130 here. I'm saying all-purpose yards around 150 for Henry, and then I think 130, 140 rushing is probably. I'm gonna say 150. 150, I think, is what the rushing total will be. But I'm excited about seeing Henry. He grew up in Jacksonville, and he feels so. So people say, Thursday night game. You always lose on the road on the Thursday night game. Derrick Henry's not really on the road, folks. He's going back home. And he has this sort of sense, this feeling like he loves playing in Jacksonville. So that's not going to be an issue for DH. He's going to have a fantastic game. And hopefully hopefully we're going to have plenty of chances of him being able to do what he does and exercise his stiff arm maneuvers on these Jaguars. And that's all I got for right now, folks. I'm thinking that we're going to close this thing up. Just wanted to be able to get a couple words out to you folks before the game starts. Excited to talk to you guys while the game happens. You can find me on Twitter. It's at NGB Talk. And we can talk during the game. We can talk about how awesome those stiff arms are going to be. Excited to see Derrick Henry out there busting a couple touchdowns. And we have one person saying that Marcus Mariota throws an interception tonight. I think he takes care of the ball. And yeah, got to agree there, Pelican 3, that Delaney will be key in this game. I need to see Delaney touch the ball a lot more than I did on Sunday against the Colts. Obviously, we stalled and there wasn't a chance to. But I'm ready to see Delaney get the ball in his hands. Man, love seeing this guy play. We got to let this guy do what he does. Him, Corey Davis, and Derrick Henry, of course. Anyway, I'm going to close things out, folks. Thanks for being here. If you're watching this not live, be sure to check out Titan Upload. It's going to be after the game. Maybe I'll be able to join it, maybe not. Excited for Titans. Go Titans. And remember, everyone, win or loss, Marcus Mariota does great, does okay, or does horrible. We're going to the Super Bowl this year. We're going to win the Super Bowl, and this is just chapter 3 in that whole saga. So make sure that you're keeping that in mind no matter what. Titans versus Jaguars, Thursday night football. You guys have a good one. Tighten up.